FishTankTV.com, YouTube, what's going on? I got my heater. I'm going to do a product review today. And this is the Odyssey 500 watt heater. A lot of people get the Odyssey lights and stuff, and a lot, heaters, protein skimmers and stuff, and a lot of people will rant on the Odyssey products. They'll say they catch on fire and whatever. Now let me talk about the Odyssey lights and how they catch on fire. The metal halides have caught on fire in the past, but now that they've rebooted it, they've made their products better. People really haven't had any problem with them. But metal halides, how they catch on fire, I really can't say. Maybe those people were leaving them on 24/7. You know, metal halides get hot. But whatever. So I got a 500 watt heater for my 125, and once this tank heats up, I'm gonna start putting some angels in. Let's take it out of the box. The Odyssey is a good thing. It's cheap, so you don't have to pay an arm and a leg, and it's really good. It might be cheap, but it's really good. Now, I don't recommend getting cheap heaters and lights like Tetra. Now, Tetra heaters. Let me talk about Tetra heaters. God, I can't talk today. Don't buy Tetra heaters. They suck. I had one overheat in my reef tank, and it basically cooked my royal damsel. So, Serena from Fish Tank TV. Her YouTube name is When Made Solid. She would agree with me. Don't go with the cheap stuff. Go with the good stuff in the long run. But here's the good thing. Odyssey, it's cheap, but it's really good, so you don't have to worry about it. It's really reliable and it's cheap, just like Jibo. I've heard some good things about Jibo, and I heard bad things about Jibo. I've heard bad things about Odyssey, but I have Odyssey products. I have lights from it, and I have a heater, and I had no problems with Odyssey. So you just gotta look around, get the facts right, and just make sure don't leap into something because it's cheap. You do your research, and if it's cheap and it's reliable, go for it. Also about Serena, When Made Solid, go check out her Fish Tank TV and YouTube page. She's got one hell of good looking angelfish. What I like about this heater is it's got this little thing I can twist and watch the temperature. It changes as I twist it. So I like that. It's really easy. And it's got a digital thing right here, so you can tell you what it is, what temperature is that. I'm just going to put my heater in the middle so it equally disputes the water temperature and stuff, and I'm going to get another backup heater just in case this one fails. And I heard one thing about this, it'll say it's 78 or something, but it'll be like 2 degrees cooler or something, so whatever. But I put it over here so I can monitor it and just keep an eye on it. And also, when you get your heater, don't plug it up all the way just like that. Let it acclimate to your water temperature, because sometimes the glass can crack. So just make sure it sits in your tank for a while, let the temperature get equal, and this tank is like 60 some degrees, so I'm gonna let it sit in here for about 5-10 minutes. And also, some people are asking me, get this tank on a stand, and people are asking me which filtration system at. I understand that. I haven't been showing it off. There's my filtration system under here, but we'll get to that soon enough. We got the heater now. We'll work on the filtration system, get some more lights, and this tank will be rolling, guys. A lot of people are asking me, get this 125 up and rolling. It takes money. 125s aren't cheap to set up. It's different from a little 10-gallon. Yeah, I set the little 10 gallons up like that. There wasn't much money into that, but this stuff, I want to plan it out. I want to get it right. I want to take my time with it, make sure everything's right. I didn't throw all my fish in here at once. I acclimated them all, let the biological system catch up and everything. So yeah, I'll come back at you when the heater's on. Here's another thing. A lot of you people out there are scared to get Odyssey products. Well, I got another Odyssey light upstairs. It's on my other tank until I move the angels down here, and then it'll come down this tank. This is the Odyssey 36 dual light, and I'm going to change one of these bulbs. It's 265Ks. I'm going to put one pink plant bulb in there. They don't get really hot. They get a little warm, but that's natural, They don't get too hot, though, and they're just, they're good. Now, I saw somebody in the video, these brackets, why they're like this. They're like that because they can extend on your aquarium, because a lot of people don't realize that, guess what? This is this thing down. You can pull each end out and pull it out. Like this 36-inch can fit on a 55-gallon, just because those little brackets can extend. So that's what they're there for. And if you don't like it and you got a glass top, you can take it off. If you do like it, leave it on. Now, I leave mine on because some heat can get away from here, because that heat's going to build up, and it might cause a problem, but I don't think it would, because these things don't get too hot anyways. I don't leave them on more than 8 hours, so whatever. The whole thing about metal halides catching on fire, you got to remember, guys, metal halides get hot. they get hot. Sometimes you need to have chillers in your tank because they get hot. And if somebody's leaving that on 24/7, you know, eventually it's going to get so hot the wire is going to start cooking and stuff. So I don't know why this stuff caught on fire, but I know a lot of people that are getting Odyssey products now, and they work fine. Had this light, and I hope I'm not jinxing it, but it really works great. The ballasts and stuff are in here that are replaceable, and you can turn that off like that. It's really simple. The only thing I don't like about these lights is that the plug requires one of those things with a 3-plug thing. I don't know what you call them, but I'm gonna get one of those GCF, what do you call them, like cord things. So you'll figure it out when I get it, guys. So I'm about to plug up the heater. There you have that little red lights on. I mistold you. I lied. It doesn't have the digital number on it, I don't think. It might be on the other side. I gotta check. The red light means it's warming, and when the green light comes on, it means that it's stable. The temperature is at what you want it at. So that's what's going on, guys. I got the air still in there. I'm gonna move it down a little more so it can move the water around the heater. All depending on how fast this tank gets heated. And other people ask me, how come this water's not always filled up? Well, I've got one heater in here now, and I gotta put some of these overflows so the tetras don't go in there because they're kind of small and they can get sucked up in there if they want to. But I gotta fix that. And another thing is, I got one heater on here recommended for 125, 130. That's kind of pushing it. This is 125. I kind of don't want to fill it up all the way when I only got one heater. I want to have a backup because I learned the hard way. Get some good heaters, and I know this is a good product, but just want to play it safe. This is the 125, guys. It wasn't cheap. Well, actually, I got the tank really cheap, but you know, all these plants, all these fish in here, lights, etc. Excuse me, I got the hiccups, etc. Not cheap. I want to take my time with it. Want to get it right, and don't want to mess it up. So, comment, rate, subscribe. I'm gonna get some angels in here if the water temperature warms up, and if I have time today. So, later, guys.